Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, and still I rise, unbought, unbossed, and unafraid. I rise driven by conscience to embrace the moral imperative to speak truth not only to power, but to also speak truth about power. And I rise today to acknowledge, driven by conscience, what the world is witnessing as we see the collective punishment being imposed upon Palestinians in Gaza. I rise to say that this level of punishment is something that is intolerable and has to be addressed. I rise to say that not only is there collective punishment, there is ethnic cleansing taking place in Gaza. I rise to say that at some point, we in this Congress have to take a stand against the injustice being perpetrated against innocent Palestinian men, women, and especially children. This level of injustice is something that this country has always stood against, but we find ourselves today standing with Mr. Netanyahu and the government that is bringing shame to the country of Israel. Israel should never do what it despises. I believe that the country of Israel would despise this level of punishment, this level of injustice being perpetrated upon another country. Yet we find today that Mr. Netanyahu, under his leadership, Israel is gaining a reputation as a pariah country. Mr. Speaker, to add insult to this grave injury, the United States of America is aiding and abetting by and through President Donald John Trump, aiding and abetting by simply having him conclude that somehow Gaza should become a resort of a sort, and that the Palestinians would be moved to some other place. That is a form of nouveau ethnic cleansing. I do not support it. And I want the world to know that if in this bill, this big, beautiful bill that the president would have us sign off on, that I'm already antithetical to, but if there is money in that bill to support the continued ethnic cleansing, the continued inhumanity that's taking place against the Palestinians, I cannot support that. I will not vote to send more money to see innocent men, women, and especially children slaughtered the way it is taking place right before our very eyes. And the unfortunate thing is, there are too many among us who are afraid to speak up. Well, I refuse to be among those who at this time of challenging controversy, who will sit and cower. I'm going to take a stand, not because it benefits me personally, but because conscience says we cannot allow these injustices to go unpunished. Driven by conscience to say that I won't be supporting sending any additional dollars to Israel, having already sent and voted for more than $50 billion. Nobody can accuse me of not being a supporter of Israel. I've supported it. But I can't support the Netanyahu administration and what it's doing to the country of Israel, and I can't support what's happening in my country as our president would embrace this ethnic cleansing. This is the hour of decision. This is a time for every person of goodwill to make a decision. I stand for peace in Palestine and a two-state solution. There are those who say that there is no plan for the interregnum, what we call the day after. Mr. Netanyahu does have a plan. It is to take all of Palestine. It is to take all of Gaza It is to take the West Bank. He has a plan. Don't assume that because he's going in without our permission that he doesn't have a plan. He does. My plan is to vote against any additional funds to the state of Israel. I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back.